Yeah. Thank you so much, Tarun, for that wonderful talk. Um, Next, we have our next talk for this afternoon session is by Sudeshna Gupta on a citizen science app for lake management called LimKnow. Sudeshna is currently working on a wetland app for Guwahati city. The app is at its preliminary stage and aims to connect citizen science to lake management. Simultaneously, she's also pursuing her PhD on lake restoration from IIT Guwahati and plans to incorporate traditional ecological knowledge and citizen science in lake restoration. Welcome, Sudeshna, and we will now be streaming her video.
Hello everyone, I'm Sudeshna Gupta. The topic of our today's presentation focuses on development of a citizen science app for lake management in Guwahati. Currently, I'm pursuing a PhD in lake restoration, and I would like to describe my study area as the earth is a mosaic of green and blue spaces. Where the blue meets the green, our domain lies there. Wetlands are the most productive ecosystems on Earth and also the most threatened. They are lost at a rate 3 times faster than natural forest. The Global Wetland Outlook under the Ramsar Convention stresses on making the best use of citizen science for wetland management. One of the best examples of citizen science in lake management is the Lake Watch project in Florida. They have around 1,800 trained citizens. It connects local communities, scientists, and the government. At the inception of our project, we compared around 35 mobile applications from the Google Play Store. The criteria of choosing these apps was either they dealt with water quality, biodiversity, invasive species reporting, or they were focused on augmented reality and machine learning. One interesting water quality app is the Hydrocolor. It uses the smartphone camera to crowdsource optical data. This can indirectly give information about the suspended particulate matter in water. For biodiversity identification, we have some amazing apps like Picture This, Plant Lens that have 60,000 plus data points. These apps have proved to have a minimum of 81% accuracy in identification. A recent advancement in technology is AR. Augmented reality. AR apps in the market have proved to have an increased user retention and engagement. It would be a sin to not mention Pokemon Go when we are talking about AR. A study conducted on the Pokemon Go game concluded that the virtual Pikachu motivated people to walk more, and that too without any complaints. The existing apps on Wetland AR are on the iOS platform and are located outside India. After this review, we focus on the key takeaway points and present to you our app, LimKnow. The name LimKnow is a combination of two words, LimKnow, which comes from limnology, the study of the lakes, and know, which stands for knowledge. So through this app, we would like you to know more about your lakes. The goals of these applications are, firstly, think locally, act locally. This platform is for all the beels and pukuris of Guwahati. Beels means wetland in Assamese and pukuri is the Assamese for lakes. We would like to build a community of involved and informed citizens for lake monitoring and management. Our app is Guwahati centric. There are many beels and pukuris in Guwahati. For the purpose of our study, we have taken a pilot wetland, Deepor Beel. Deepor Beel is the only Ramsar site in Assam. It is a natural stormwater reservoir for the Guwahati city and also a favorite for a recreation spot in the weekend. But all's not well in this beautiful paradise. A railway track bifurcates this wetland. In the nearby hills of Garbhanga and Rani Reserve Forest, illegal stone quarrying takes place. In the vicinity of Deepor Beel is Boragaon. Boragaon is a dumping site of Guwahati. All the municipal solid waste reaches this water body, either as solid waste or leachate in the long run. Invasive species of water hyacinth have covered large areas of this wetland. This has led to illegal encroachments. In the last few years, a large number of elephants have lost their lives on these railway tracks. Our app does not provide a solution for these, but we hope that through this app, some sensitization is built. In the next section of this presentation, Sangeeta will take you through the app development process.
For building the LimKnow app, we have used the Android Studio environment, which comes bundled with the Android Software Development Kit. LimKnow leverages Google AR Core and SceneFarm libraries to give you the experience of interacting with 3D wetland animals. The data we provide you with and the data we collect from you is hosted on Google's Firebase cloud platform. My friend Aastha in the next section will help you understand how she has built the 3D models for LimKnow.
3D modeling is much like sculpting. When you open an application like Blender, you start with a basic object which we call mesh, like a sphere or a cube. Then you modify it, you change its properties like size and rotation, and maybe its individual parts like a vertex or edge or a face. You work on different parts of it. You can even merge two meshes to create a new one. And you modify in a way that it gives you the desired shape. And once you are done, add material to it. A material is basically the texture and the color of that object. And once you are done, you render it. For this project, we have just focused on the key features of all the animals and birds which are present near the lake. So they maybe not look exactly the same, but you can sure get an idea of what an actual animal or bird would look by identifying the key features of them. So here is our app, which combines the passion of people from three different disciplines. I now present you LimKnow.
Now, before we start the app demonstration, I would like to emphasize that this app is a beta version. It's still being fine-tuned and updated as we speak. Okay, so what are the main features of this app? This app has been built exclusively for GuwahatI Wetlands. In the app, we have a database of macrophytes, the commonly available ones for identification. A section is dedicated to lake health and invasive species reporting. There are questionnaires for wetland surveys. We have a section dedicated to photography. The most exciting section of our app is the AR experience. This experience is built in the form of a quiz so that you get excitement and knowledge together. In this section, we will give you a small demonstration of the app. Deepor Beel has around 250 hydrophytes. So currently the database is being continuously updated and modified. In future, we hope to add more local names and traditional use based on people's feedback.
The citizen science section comprises of short visual forms that welcomes all curious minds to get involved and contribute to LimKnow. Your geolocation, time, name and email is automatically fetched on submitting the form, which helps us validate the quality of the data which you submit. Tell us not only what you already see, but what you would like to see and earn badges. In future, we plan to have a subsection on weekly short news for wetlands in Guwahati. Moving on to the Lake 3D section of LimKnow. This is a personal favorite. I have been a fan of Pokemon Go and I'm glad that now I can have a spot-billed pelican along with my Pikachu while I work. In LimKnow, we utilize AR to overlay or augment 3D animals in the real world. Now you can meet, engage, and learn more about 10 of your Deepor Beel friends sitting at home in this lockdown. The information you get on tapping on your AR friend is on its interdependence with the wetland. For instance, after answering a trivia question on dragonfly, I get to place a 3D dragonfly in my room, and clicking on it tells me that the dragonfly is an indicator of wetland health as they require clean water as part of their life cycle. In future, we would like to extend the range of our AR animals for better quizzes and wider information in LimKnow. I hope until now you did enjoy our app demonstration for LimKnow, but it does come with a few limitations. When running the app, you will require an access to a 4G network. LimKnow requires permission to your device camera, location, and external storage. Only users with a Gmail account can access LimKnow. LimKnow is compatible with limited Android phones that support AR Core. Some of these limitations are beyond the scope of our control, but despite this, we still hope that you will experience LimKnow and contribute to citizen science.
So what's next? We hope to cover notified wetlands of Guwahati like Solar Bill, lakes like Digli Pukuri, expand our app biodiversity data, and continuously update our content. We hope that in this conference we will also connect with like-minded people and experts. Thank you so much for listening to us. Please feel free to contact us with your suggestion and comments.
This is great. Sudeshna and your friend, I can see there. What is her name?
Sangeeta. She's the co-developer of the app.
Okay, so it is really exciting, the app. And while we just wait for the questions to flow in, I just wanted to ask whether the augmented reality part, will it make the app a bit heavy for the users, or?
Yes, actually, the augmented reality part is available for specific number of mobile phones. But the app is built in such a way that the other components of the app will be available to all the other mobile phones as well. So there are, of course, limited number of phones where the AR works, which is a limitation by the mobile app itself.
Okay.
But the rest of the app works in any phone as it is.
Okay, and you have both iOS and Android version.
No, right now it is only on the Android version.
Android.
Later on, on the iOS version.
All right. Okay. So
one thing
please go ahead.
I couldn't put in the presentation was that because of COVID lockdown, I haven't been able to go to the lab. So the water quality data has not been incorporated as of now. But once the lab reopens, we'll be incorporating the water quality data as well in the app. So right now, we're keeping it as shut. It's not there in the app, water quality.
Okay, so you mean to say that even citizens will be able to put in something about water quality? Like, how does it work? Does it, you give some parameters to the water quality, or what is it?
No, firstly, the water quality is lab-based. The ones we will be testing in our labs, the data will be available in a simplified form for everybody to understand. And from the citizen point of view, in future, we want to involve this SECHIDIS, all those things which are very easy to monitor. You can just find the depth of the water, the color of the water. These are some very key parameters which somebody can just see with their eyes. So the color of the water or the depth of the water body is a good information for us as well to identify what is wrong with the water body or what health condition of it is. So it's pretty simple parameters.
Okay, great. So we have some questions flowing in now. Madhura says, wow, Sudeshna, that was quite a fantastic piece of work, especially for youngsters who are just beginning to take interest in recording data. Have you tested it with any users?
Yes, currently the app is in a beta testing format. So we will be giving a link in the question and answer as well to anybody who wants to be part of our testing part. Please fill up the form and we'll send you the app. Please try it out, give us your feedback. So a couple of users have used it till now. And it's not open to the masses as of now, but we are testing with feedbacks and fixing the bugs as of now. But all the people in the conference, it's open to all of you. We'll send the link. Please download it and let us know what is how is it working in your phone as well.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay. So Vijay is on this afternoon talk as well, and he's asking us a question: how easy will it be to extend this app for whole of India?
As of now, GuwahatI, Assam itself has 3,513 wetlands. So our first priority is GuwahatI as of now. We will be focusing on wetlands of GuwahatI. It is easily, it can be replicated all over India as well, because the code part.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end of the day, where we are storing the data, that the storage part is not limited. It basically charges you by number of reads. So
and moreover, the code of the app that we have developed,
Yes.
it is an open source. So anybody who wants to work with the code as well, we are open to that. You come and work with us. So it can be, if somebody else takes initiative in another city, then nothing like it can be done.
So
right now, our focus is in GuwahatI. Our focus is.
So adding on to what she said is that I come from a IT background. So a lot of times we don't understand something is that IT is technology is actually a tool to solve a problem for other domains, right? So so this is also a platform wherein we can also involve other technologies to contribute to lake science. So
Great, Sangeeta. You're getting a lot of accolades from people, Arjun and Ashwin. They have said there is an incredible amount of work, really impressed with your work. And Neeti says that she would like to test it too. So you can connect with her later on. But there's a question here from Shaunak Modi. And maybe the rest of the questions we can take on the channel because we have to move to the next speaker. So Shaunak asks, such a fantastic idea, one of the most exciting projects for me. Does the data have to be updated manually? If so, how often is the data updated? For example, water parameters.
Okay. So water parameters, as of now, since this is the first project of ours, so we haven't applied for funding till now. So it is, but now since we have a prototype, we can apply for funding. And based on that funding, we can determine the frequency of our water quality data. As of now, we are thinking we'll update the water quality parameter once a month, water quality data, once in a month, which can be done in our lab scale. In the PhD that I'm doing, it can be incorporated in that as well. So the frequency is once in a month that we're targeting right now. But once we have more funding for this project, we will take it up obviously a little bit more.
Right. Okay, great. So you are now starting to get a lot of questions on the Slack channel. So please visit the Slack channel and respond to all the questions. In the meantime, we'll move to the next speaker, Aastha.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.